All right, this lesson is about the lessee, the dealership, and the finance company relationship. It's a very important discussion we're going to have today. It really lays the foundation for this whole course. There is three parties involved when you lease a car. There's you, the lessee, there's the dealership who sold you the car, and there's the finance or leasing company who paid for the car, who owns the car, and who you make your payments to throughout the course of your contract. So you are the lessee. So you control the car. Once you leave the dealership, you never have to go back to that same dealer again. And the reason is the dealership is paid in full by the finance company for a lease, just like they are when you get a loan and finance a car. So the days of offering a dealer cash, hoping for a discount are over. That doesn't work anymore. The dealership gets paid all the money for the car, regardless of how you structure your deal. So whether you lease it, whether you get a loan, or whether you pay in cash, the dealer is paid in full for the car. And so you can return that lease to any dealer of the same manufacturer. You don't have to go back to the dealer you got it from. And so many people don't know that, and they're really missing out on a lot of opportunities with the ability to shop around and use a multi-dealer strategy. And the reason is the leasing company and the dealership are separate businesses. The leasing company is the lending arm of the automaker or the manufacturer. They're called captive finance companies because they only lend to people who are buying cars through their dealerships. They are not the dealership, though. They are a completely separate business. The dealership is a separately owned franchise. They are just the retail store that sells the product, which is a car in this case. And it's a common misconception that the lease is owned by the dealership. Just like I told you before, the leasing company or the finance company pays the dealership in full for that car when you drive off their lot or within a week or two. And so the leasing company owns the car. Therefore, you can do business with the leasing company through any of the dealers that sell the same car. So the dealer you got it from at the end of your 3-year lease is now competing again for your business with all the other dealers that sell the same car. You are not required to go back to that same dealership. Let me tell you a little story about me. So I came up through Honda and Acura Financial Services. I did a decade of service in the Lease Maturity Center working for them, helped thousands of customers through the end of the lease process, worked my way up to be like the escalated supervisor. Customer would call in and say, I'm mad. I want to talk to a supervisor. They got me. It was a blast. Let me tell you, talking to angry people all day, but I learned a lot and I helped a lot of people. And what I found was most of the complaints coming about the dealership came because the customer picked the wrong dealer, and maybe they didn't read the contract. They felt like they had gotten ripped off and they want to complain about the dealership either on the previous contract or a new deal they were trying to make. And they were just unhappy and they wanted the leasing company, me, to do something about it, to exert some kind of authority over the dealership, to override the dealership, to change the dealer's decision. And I couldn't do that. I had to tell these people, listen, we are a completely separate business from the dealership. And it may surprise you, but the most common answer or solution we would give them is pick another dealer. You are free to take your business wherever you like. You can use any one of our certified Honda or Acura dealers to do your lease return, to get your new car. You are not required to stick with that dealer. So take your business elsewhere, find someone who gives you the service and the prices that you want and you feel you deserve. So that is something that's very important to understand. And it leads right into why and how we are successful in shopping for our lease with multiple dealers. We make the dealers compete for your business. You can shop for a new lease, return a lease, sell or trade in a lease at any dealership of the same manufacturer. They are all in competition with each other to get your business. So you decide which dealer you work with. Why would you not give yourself as many options as possible by shopping as many dealers as you can? In the future lessons on shopping, I'll show you a strategy to contact multiple dealers, get multiple quotes, grade them, review them, decide which one's the best for you. It's the best way to shop. You do it all from home. I'm excited to show it to you in the very near future. And this entire course is based on using a multi-dealer strategy and making dealers compete for your business in all aspects of leasing. So that's it for this lesson. I'll see you in the next one.